We bought this 1997 EJ hatchback from Marketplace. It's got a fully built K24 motor in it, and from the outside you might think this is a super clean build. But once you have a look at the inside, you can see we have some serious wiring issues. A gas pedal about to fall off, a floor carpet that isn't even glued on, a non-existent head unit and speakers. And so today, we're gonna be changing the interior to look like this to this. We're then gonna install an ultra rare Alpine stereo and get the Civic from running like that to this. So without further ado, let's get working on the Civic. So by the end of this video, I can finally terrorize the streets of Miami again. Because it's been down for way too long, that's why there hasn't been any videos on it. So let's get to it.
Shut the fuck up!
So I've actually raced cars and go-karts for quite a while now, and I've always really wanted to build like a time attack car. Just something insanely fast with a lot of aero, and I was thinking, we have the Civic. Why not build the Civic into a race car? So this is part one of building this Civic into a race car, but that's also gonna be driven on the street. That's why we're installing a stereo. Let me show you what we got. This is a Alpine stereo, and this is from the late 90s. This would be an aftermarket stereo that you would buy for any of the cars back then if you wanted a cooler experience, because it does actually have an LED screen. Or is this LED? Anyways, this was the top of the line stereo you could get back in the 90s.
Enter the world of Alpine mobile electronics, car audio systems, mobile cellular telephones, mobile security systems, all with quality that could only come from one source.
Alpine, nice touch.
Lamborghini has the Alpine touch.
It also has a super cool feature where basically the whole screen flips down, you install, put your thing in, then it starts bouncing around. It's really cool. This is like the coolest stereo you could do. It's also like really light, so it's not gonna be adding too much weight, as we are making this a race car, and I know adding a stereo to a race car is pretty stupid, but we are gonna be riding this on the street, so we're gonna want some music. All right, let's unbox it. I have no clue what it's gonna look like. 90s packaging. Let's open it up. We got this stuff. So this is Japanese. This was a big JDM aftermarket. I think this is instructions, but it is in Japanese, which is not good. We have the wiring, and then we have the actual thing. Oh baby. I'm so hyped. This is gonna be so sick when we install it. Oh my God, and it already looks like it fits perfectly. Here it is. Ooh, that is so fire. Bro, come on, that is just different. So basically this entire screen folds down and you insert your CDs or whatever you have. It already seems sick, good quality. All right, well, we have our mounting brackets on this side. It does look like there's two holes that it's going to here. It's gonna look so sick when we power it on right here. It mounts. There's a little bit of a gap between, but nothing too crazy. So I think I'm gonna let him do this, who's more complicated, and then while he's doing that, I'm gonna try to clean up all the wires. Just everything is just zip tied together. It's diabolical, like the worst wiring I've ever seen. So what are you looking at right now with the wiring? How's it seem?
Negative, positive, ground, this one, speakers.
All right, so here are the JL Audio speakers. The C165, 1 pound. Damn, that's super light. I wanna see how much everything is gonna weigh. So yeah, it literally is gonna end up being around 10 pounds. That's nothing.
Less.
So if you're saying we're adding too much weight to a race car, we're not. We're only adding 10 pounds. So I know it's a little bit, but we're gonna end up removing more than 10 pounds, so we're equalizing it out. So we have these wires coming from basically factory, but they have these weird connectors. So we found the wires coming through the door, going into the frame. So now we're gonna test if those wires actually work. It's a real neat trick. What we're gonna do is put a 9-volt battery over there, connect those wires that we made a crimps to the speakers. That's how we test if those wires will have power. And then we're gonna connect those powers to the head unit. So now we're gonna test it. This should make a slight noise. So let's have a look. All right, he's testing it. He's putting the battery on. Now it's all right, so now this is our speaker wires and our that's a Tremel speaker, right? And that's both these wires coming here. Obviously the head unit's gonna go there. We're gonna do the same for the other side and then start cleaning up all the wiring. All right, now, what, are you gonna bolt it in? Speaker's going on. So we connect it, there's 2 connectors. I wonder how it's gonna, I really like these because first they were super light. I wanted very lightweight speakers. I also wanted something that's gonna sound good. We also don't have a subwoofer. So these should give us good audio, good amount of volume. The head unit and these speakers is only 10 pounds. So it really isn't affecting our performance that much. Bueno. Oh, wait. All right, so now all these wires are basically fuses for our gauges. So we were having a gauge problem, basically, which is a loose connection. But all this stuff here, like this, is all live, so it's very dangerous. So that's why we want to clean everything up to make sure we have no fire hazard. All this stuff is just like flying around, and this is where the gauges are getting its power from. All right, so what have you done since we've been gone? So we got the head unit here, we plugged everything, and this is basically the power. So all he's gonna do is turn the key and see if this thing turns on. Oh, it's making noise. Oh my God, look. Yo. You ready? All right, like, so now this is what I was talking about with opening it. Dude, let's go, baby. Come on, first step. I'm ready? And to close it. And that just, that's unbeatable. That's, you know, you're with the shawty. Meow, meow, meow. I'm in fan vibe, baby.
What is this for?
That's FM. Or
what?
Do you know the box things?
Oh. Fuck nigga.
Oh yeah, we gotta push it in and see. I'm leaving it like this, and when I get in the car,
that's sexy.
oh my God. Dude.
This is the 90s.
That looks so cool.
All right.
Right? That looks sick.
The head unit is almost finished. All we have to do is fix this gap. So we did some off-camera work, and Mateus locked in and made the outside for this. So obviously this is not bolted in yet. We just clipped it in, sort of bolted it in. And now, as you can see, we have this, we basically cut it out of aluminum, and then we wrapped it in suede, and it looks really good. Opens, you can see our work right there. So now, way more premium. Oh shit. So it's getting really close to being able to rip this thing around. We've got all the wiring I locked in, and I basically just been wrapping, putting all the wires out, and then trying to just get it out the way. Obviously these need to go into the ECU, which is in the glove box still. But that looks really good, much better than before. I'm still gonna clean up a little bit more. And after spending a couple more hours cleaning up the wiring on the right side of the car, we were getting one step closer to installing all the interior trims back, fixing our loose gas pedal, re-gluing our carpet, and then finally ripping this thing on the street once again. It's been out for literally months, and I've been itching to drive this thing, and it's gonna feel so much better with a stereo, our wiring cleaned up, and have the car actually running properly. Okay, so one of the things we've had with this car is that the carpet is never bolted down. So I'm gonna throw some 3M glue on that. It's like a 3M spray on the back, glue that on. And the wiring, as you guys can see, I would say is pretty good. So yeah, the wiring's done. We fixed some of our bad connections. Obviously, this isn't everything we're doing in this car, but this is a lot of the main stuff. Sort of the boring stuff is why I didn't record of it. Wiring is the most boring thing ever. We spent like 3 days doing this, but I'm confident to say I'm very happy how it came out. All we gotta do is put everything back together, and at least for now, this is done. So this is what we're using, basically, for fabric. Spray it on. So let's spray it onto this first. And then you spray it back here as well. Gotta wait a couple seconds. All right, now. Yeah, once that's dried up, our carpet will be down. We're just waiting for a few more parts for that. This right here is a OMP steering wheel, and I got this because it literally perfectly matches the car. This steering wheel is gonna be a million times better. It's gonna look a lot better, feel a lot better. I mean, this steering wheel looks a lot better than this one. But first off, we're gonna install a quick release, so whenever you want, we can just take the steering wheel off if we need to get it into the car easier. So let's get installing. All right, this is already bare because we took off the steering wheel and the casing that goes around it. So all we gotta do is align these notches with it right here. All right, that's on. And then just screw on this nut, and then we bolt this right here. We won't be needing our horn because this car doesn't have a horn, turn signals, hazard lights, aircon, or power steering. Screw this on. Obviously, we wanna make it tight as possible. All right, now what we're supposed to do is put this on, which is the part that which goes onto the steering wheel, locks onto and be able to release it. All we gotta do is screw it in. Now all we gotta do is bolt on the steering wheel to this, and we should be able to click it in and out. Now that our steering wheel quick release is installed, we can get working on installing all our interior trim pieces. This switch right here controls our fan, and I extended this because when I put it up, this wasn't long enough, but now fan is going on, which is a good direction. On to the next. Which is the speedometer, which was actually very fidgety to get into the hole, but eventually I got it slotted in, installed the 4 bolts holding the speedometer down, then connected our gauges on our gauge cluster cover, which took a lot longer than you think because the connections were just giving me a whole lot of trouble. But eventually I got the gauges and the cover on, and it looks absolutely amazing. I love the gauge cluster on this car. But now it's time to see if we can fix our loose throttle. And the reason the throttle is loose is because the bolt coming out of the frame that the throttle should bolt onto is broken, and we cannot replace it. So I'm gonna try to figure out if there's another solution we can do so we can have a throttle that just goes down and not side to side. I put the throttle on, but this is the problem I'm having. Because it's not bolted on, when I hit the throttle, it's like bending. I mean, look how much it moves. And there's not much we can do about that until we figure out how to fix that bolt. All right, it's been a long time. It's a 12 p.m. right now. This is taking a long time, mainly because that stupid freaking steering wheel took me 3 hours to do. Anyways, this is the last piece of the puzzle. Let's throw it in. As you guys can see, we got the ECU in here. It's been a long build. We cleaned up the wiring. We installed speakers and a stereo, a new steering wheel plus a quick release, a new shifter. We've done a lot, and this is finally going back on. This is the first piece we took off, connect it, put it on, and start this thing up. All right, so I may have connected the ECU wires wrong, but let's go for the first start. I'm not sure if it's gonna start, but before it gave us nothing, let's click it. All right, all our gauges are on finally. Fuel pump's pumping, all right. Like nothing. All right, now what we gotta do is bolt this on, we can take it for a drive. All right, so it's the next day. Today, we're taking the car to the tuner because I want to take it for a drive just to show you guys how insane this car is, but it's still misfiring. So we're gonna be bringing it to the tuner so we can check up on our map and see what's going on with the car. But before that, I noticed something pretty bad right here. Our exhaust hanger broke off, so I'm gonna re-weld it. I'm gonna check the oil and the coolant, and then we're gonna drive it 40 minutes there. I'm hoping it makes it there. I think it will. We really need a trailer. I don't know why we don't have a trailer. But yeah, I need to weld this exhaust hanger back on so our exhaust isn't flopping around like this. And I'm really hoping the tuner can fix the car because I wanna rip it so bad, you guys have no idea. So this is the exhaust hanger that broke off. We previously welded it right here. All right, so first off, I'm just gonna try to clean the area here. So once I had a few skin cancer holes on my arm, the hanger was welded on. It's not the best weld. Obviously, it's harder to weld something small to something very thick like that, especially because we did not have welding gas, but we got it on there and could start our long journey to the tuner. But first, we need to head to the gas station because we're on super low fuel. We made it. Obviously, it is E85, so you got to go to special gas stations. Like we got the E85 here. We're gonna fill it up, get back on the road. How sexy it is, though. It is indeed very sexy and has come a long way. The interior looks absolutely amazing. We got the NOS bottle in the back, the bride seats sitting pretty, and now it's time to hit the highway. I'm so happy to be driving it. It looks so good now, more complete. We got the speakers, we got the headset. Man, the steering wheel too is way better than the steering wheel I had before. We just gotta so we have the same wheels we have on the front for the rear. So when we put those on, we get it aligned and it's gonna steer much better. I'm praying right now to the car gods that we do not get stuck in traffic. It's the worst car in the world to be stuck in traffic. It's got a stage 5 clutch. It's so stiff. Stiffest clutch in the world, so. Lucky for us, we did not get stuck in any traffic, and it was actually pretty smooth sailing. All we had to do was survive the Miami roads. As you guys see, this Corvette literally almost crashes into this dude. And if you're wondering why we haven't done any sound clips with the speakers, is because we only had one CD on hand. So have a listen. I know there's car noise, but here you go. We only have one CD. Speakers actually for $100. They sound really good. Here's the stereo. Look at that. I love it so much. All right, we're gonna cut the cam. I'll say what's up to him. Good. When we originally had our original oil leak, it leaked onto our sleeve.
This shit's stinky, bruh.
Yeah, it's a little stinker, I can't lie.
Smelly, stinky. That shit flaming. Come straight at me.
It's spinning out 60? Yeah. This shit, if I had the money, I would definitely, maybe in a couple years, you know, if the YouTube does good, or maybe we can buy a twin turbo Lambo right now. praying right now that we're saying it might be running too rich because the last time we tuned it on our old fuel pump, and now we have a much more powerful one. Bobby. Stressful. Like I was saying, the clutch is so stiff.
Real man car.
Yeah.
Do you approve of the ECU location?
Yeah, it's a little easier to get to.
Yeah. Mismatched socks on it a bit. Quit playing.
Okay. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Loud. It's cutting boost, that's what it does. It's like right as you're rolling on to like 1 to 5 psi, just I think it's calling for backup. It's still cutting boost. So after a little bit of thinking about what this problem could be, he decided to check our boost lines going into our boost controller, and he realized that our boost lines were switched. So basically the car was ultra high boosting and basically cutting power to keep the engine safe. You might be asking why on earth were your boost lines switched? Is because our wastegate broke off and we had to re-weld it, and when we installed the boost lines again, we must have switched them. But once we had fixed that, we could get a proper pull in. Have a listen to this beauty. Oh, wait.
These are wrong.
Am I wrong?
Which one's first?
Holy fuck. Let's go. Well, I haven't heard it hit boost since, damn, that hurt my ear.
That hurt my ear
Holy
too.
Fuck. So it's already making 500 horsepower at 6.7. That actually flew out my eardrum. Look at this bill, dude. That was the fucking problem, dude. But we looked into it though. We had it. Huh? I thought we had it right. We looked into that. We have what? 6 months with a Civic, 30 years. So that's why we bring it to him. I'm about to have fun tonight. Let's see how much it's making off that pull. All right, so we're at 520, 7.9. It goes to around 8. It goes to around 9,000 RPM. So it's got 1,000 RPM to go.
You excited or what?
I'm excited.
Yeah?
Bro, it's been down for a long time. Bro.
Oh my goodness.
It's gonna be insane. We're doing another run. So we're at 500 now. We're gonna try to get to like 600 because that's a good basis. $580.
Loud as fuck, bro.
Do you want horsepower or do you want like for it to run for a long time? So, to be honest, I don't need 700 horsepower. It doesn't have a roll cage. 600 is more than fast enough. That is 700 horsepower. That's 600 wheel, right? That's wheel, yeah. So that's like 700 cranks. So I wasn't lying when I said it was 700 horsepower.
Yeah, because with those lines swapped, the wastegate wasn't opening, so it should was like all the way up.
And when the ECU just cut out, so it didn't go.
Yeah, it hit the boost cut, so now it's pretty good.
Do you think it could get to 700 wheel? That's the fuel. So that is 700 crank, 620 wheel horsepower is insane. You ready for the drive home?
Oh, I'm excited.
Now it's safe.
Now it's safe, yeah.
Now it's safe. So it wasn't safe before.
Yeah, more important thing.
My ears definitely lost some decibels of hearing from that.
For sure.
Man, Man, you guys have no idea how bad I'd be wanting to hit VTEC right now. Let's see. Now we're at 620 wheel horsepower while weighing 2,000 pounds. Well, it's gonna spin right now. It spins at third gear. He's saying it will spin in third gear as well. Yes! Finally! Bro, we spent so much time working on this car. I haven't been able to hit fucking VTEC. Here's an ultimate. Eyes! Let's go! So when we started this video, our wiring was a mess. We didn't have this absolutely sick head unit. We didn't have speakers. The car wasn't running properly. We didn't have the steering wheel. And finally, it's back together. And I'm so happy right now. There's no better feeling. This is why we do this. And if you guys have cars or bikes at home or any project, this is why we do it. It's because there's no better feeling than working on a project car and it finally coming to life. We do need alignment. The alignment is terrible. All right, second rolling on to boost. Yes! Finally! You guys have no idea how bad I missed that. All right. Oh my God! You see that lightning? Yeah. Woo! Downshift. Ooh, that was crispy. That was crispy. Woo! Said something fell from under. And a check engine light did come on, so we're just gonna send it home. All right, so if you see down here, our temperature gauge saying 120, and it's saying cents here. It's not showing us oil pressure, so I think something inside got caught and got ripped out. So yeah, we'll look at it when we're back, but it's still running, so we'll make it back.
A few moments later.
Oh no, don't do this to me right now. No way, don't do that to me right now. No! Don't do that to me right now. We're so close! Why did I stall it, bro? I think the alternator's fucked and the battery's low. Rick, at least we got
Yeah.
No! Alright, here, push it. Yes!
Holy. Holy moly.
Bro, we literally stalled it right over there. We had to push it. If you see that little thing that flew off, it was our belt. And I think, if you see that bottom one, it's a little bit bent. So I think because this car's pulling so much horsepower, it bent that, or maybe got loose or something, then the belt broke. So we need to get a new belt. It's running amazing. Now all we need to do is put those tires in the front. We got the same set. We got coilovers, and then we're gonna get alignment. And then this thing is gonna be a full-on ripper. It's gonna be much more stable. As you can see, it's pretty sketch when you got on power. It starts going all over the road, but whew, I'm so happy we managed to get this thing working. Well, that is the end of this video. Every single video, we try to improve all the elements of our videos. And if you think we could change anything with our videos, comment down below what you think. Our uploads have been so inconsistent, and that's because I film and edit everything and also have to work on the cars. So these videos take a long time, but luckily for us, we finally decided to invest in an editor so I can start working on the projects and get a lot of our builds done because we have so many projects that we need to get done. And I know the editor helping out is going to improve our video quality and make us be able to get you guys as many videos as possible. From this point on, I'm going to be trying to upload 2 videos a week. It really sucks that the belt broke on this because I still want to drive it. The problem with these types of cars is that when you have a Civic pushing 700 horsepower, things just go wrong no matter what you do. But yeah, this is just the beginning of the Civic. We still have so many parts coming for this car. Like I said, we are going to be turning this into a race car. So in the future, when we finish up our other builds, I'm going to be converting this from 2-wheel drive to 4-wheel drive. I'm going to install a Rocket Bunny wide body kit, which is also sort of an aero kit, install a full roll cage, and then the Civic build should be complete and ready to push for some good lap times. So that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching our videos. We're going to keep trying to improve and get as much high quality content to you guys as we can. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm not going to roll. Peace out. Subscribe.